Yeah, I mean, Arlington, a lot of disguises, I'll say, did a great job, studying our routes and knowing what we're going to do. Some of those throws I wish I can take back. But they played a great defensive scheme against us. Something we didn't see, but, we adjusted on the fly the second half. So I just got to finish. Yeah, I mean, there was so much confidence in our offense that no matter what happened, we knew we were going to go down and score. We knew, we just kept telling ourselves, we're going to win this game, and that's what, kept our energy alive, and that's what, the quit, we didn't quit at all, and that's what our offense was all about. And, we all kept our head up all into, the last second. Everyone fought hard all the way to the end. I felt like the offense did not quit at all.
Jordan, what happened on those 3 interceptions?
Yeah, first one just, got tipped, and great grab by Joe. The second one, like I said, you usually start off throwing the short passes, and linebacker had a good jump on it. Another great catch. So 2 great interceptions there, and the last one, the 4th and 15, I got my hand wiped, and that's why the ball was floating in the air so long. So those were the 3 ones.
Once you guys fell behind, I think 17-zip, how much do you feel that you guys were kind of pressing on offense to try to get everything back immediately?
Yeah, I felt like, we were, trying to, they gave us, little areas where we can hit or where we can, exploit them, or our main goal was just to get the ball and score as fast as we can, and our defense just to stop and us get back in there and finish the drive off. But what killed us was, the first half and the 3 and out, and, they did a good job holding the ball, so we probably only had 3 possessions in the first half, and one of them was 3 and out, and one of them was a pick, and the last one we scored. But, those little things start adding up towards the end of the game, and y'all seen it.
Yeah, one of the things, Jordan, that kind of stood out to me actually the day before was the fact that the team seemed a little overconfident in this game. Do you feel as if the team maybe got a little ahead of themselves?
I feel like we were always confident, and each week, we always, have fun, and that's what, made us such a great team, is that, we can have fun and handle business at the same time. I just felt like we just came out a little flat, and I won't say we underestimated them. We knew they were a great team. We just didn't execute at a high level like we usually do. XFL 2024, my goal is to get back into the league, and I'll come back in the XFL if that's where my path leads, and just to finish this year with 10 games in the regular season and then playoff and championship game. Shout out to the owners, Brock, Danny, and everyone in this league, everyone, his staff, coaches, everyone, just to making this league look very professional. And I could tell from training camp that this league was going to jump, and it still is.
Did you see anything different defensively from Arlington from the Week 9 matchup today?
Probably just more disguises, I'll say. They kind of, especially with their safeties, and they have really good safety, so they kind of, I'll say, mess around with showing me on one thing, and then right after the snap, kind of switching to another thing pretty fast. So their defense did a really good job disguising.
Yeah, man, this has been an outstanding season, a fun season. Congratulations to Coach Stoops and Arlington. They deserved to win today. They played hard. They made a lot of plays. In the first half, man, I don't think we stopped them but one time on 3rd down. So we kept giving them opportunities and just couldn't come back. But I'm proud of our team. Really proud of our guys. They have been fun to coach. Proud of our coaches, man. We've had a good season. Just proud of everybody, support staff. There's a lot of people that allowed us to be where we are, and I'm just grateful for them. Really grateful for the owners of the XFL, the executives of the XFL for giving all of us this platform, for all the teams, all the coaches, all the players, man. It's been some great football, and kudos to Arlington. Congratulations to them, and we'll, look at it and, keep it moving. But proud of our team, proud of our coaches. Yep, had a good time. Well, it was important to me to individually, as they walk into the locker room, to let them all know individually that I appreciate them and that I loved them, and I love them, and I appreciate them. But in the locker room, it's, hey, yeah, this is a part of life, right? In life, you have adversity, so this is a learning lesson, right? We lost the game, but we still had a good season, and really proud of them. Make sure they, take care of themselves, take care of their bodies and stuff. And then, of course, once the emotions wear off, right, I know it'll hurt for a while, but we'll be able to grab them again and just love on them and let them know how much we appreciate them. Really, in any game, you still have a chance. Any game, regardless of the score. I mean, there's times when we played, matter of fact, them last time, we had a big lead. And, they were able to get a touchdown, and then they were able to go 4th and 15 and pick it up and then get another touchdown. So the biggest takeaway is you always got a chance in the XFL because of our scoring system.
Did the 2-week layover have any impact, or would 1 week have changed how the team performed?
No, I don't think so. We tried to balance that out, gave our guys some time to rest along with getting our work in. It was just Arlington took it to us. Man, they played well. They played faster than us. They had a plan. The offensive coordinator did a really good job keeping us off balance. We were able to not have as many possessions that we'd like. And, of course, we had a few turnovers. And then a personal foul after we got the touchdown there was all things that was, self-inflicted. But Arlington's a good team. Man, I thank the world of Bob Stoops and their team, and congratulations to them. Yeah, I mean, the first one, it was just, it was a scramble, right? And it kind of fell away from the throw, and it didn't get enough on it. We actually had the guy open, but, Jordan makes that throw all the time. It's just that one, he just didn't put enough on it. But, man, we love our quarterback. He's an outstanding player for us. He's been good for us all season. And, at the end right there, we're just trying to force one just because it's 4th and 15. He had a little pressure. And then the stick route that we ran, their backer made a great play on the ball. He jumped it, got his hand on it, and it stayed up in the air, and he was able to make a play. So that was a big play by that kid. Well, I love seeing people get their opportunities and take advantage of it, right? It went from him being at another place and, it not working out the way he wanted it to, but stayed focused, stayed being a team player, played in the backup role, and then when he got his opportunity, he showed why he is a solid quarterback. He made plays with his arms. They had talked about maybe him, being able to move around a little bit. He showed us he got a little razzle-dazzle on that draw today. Was able to run and pick up some yards with his legs. So, congratulations to Perez, man. He's gotten his opportunity. He's taken advantage of it. He managed the game for them really well, managed the team, and he's a really good leader. Here at the end, or are you talking?
Second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Abram is a tough running back. I mean, he's made big plays for us all season. We really like him as a running back, and he's a solid guy. Of course, he's carried us a lot this year. He's had some big runs for us, had another big run out here today, so just a solid football player.
What did the Renegades defense do to sort of stifle you guys on offense?
Yeah, well, obviously up front, they're pretty stout. They got some big guys, and running the ball inside can be a bit of a challenge for us. But more so than anything, we just was off balance. We didn't have enough possessions, and when we had possessions, we were, something happened here and there. But I give them credit. They're safeties and they're linebackers. They ran to the ball from backside. They was able to run stuff down. So they played fast, and that defense has been number one all season. So rightfully so. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I want to continue to get better as a coach. Obviously, with us playing like this, there's opportunities to go visit other, whether colleges or other NFL teams during the off season, so we can, continue to learn. All right, we've been able to be around some really good coaches. There's some really good coaches that coach in the NFL that do it the right way. There's some really good coaches in college that's been doing it the right way. So just an opportunity to continue to learn, continue to develop, make more relationships, and, of course, do some fishing as well.
Congratulations. Yesterday I said you had this look in your eye. I don't even think I saw you blink yesterday. Is there anything you want to say? You started the season out with a whole different team, coming on this team, being a leader. Is there anything that you have to say to that?
God works in mysterious ways. This is the goal at hand. This was the goal when I first signed up to play in the XFL. Didn't know what happened, being on one team, getting traded to another. But I'm really thankful that, Coach Stoops and Rick for the opportunity to get traded here and lead this football team, and we're champs.
Hey, Luis. 3 weeks ago in the regular season finale, y'all scored 9 points, and I asked you what was wrong with the offense, and you mentioned the timing being off with you and the receivers and the backs. What can you attribute the quick turnaround offensively in just a couple of short weeks?
Yeah, I think as long as we keep building, and the biggest thing for us, personally, was when you go back and watch the film, all the stuff that was going wrong, it was nothing that they did or the defense did. It was mostly us. If you go back and watch our game against DC the first time, we drive down the field, we're inside the 1 yard line, we can't get in the end zone. Then we have a miscommunication on a pick six where he breaks out. I'm thinking he's breaking in on an option route. And then we go down, Greg brings cover 0. I take a sack, kicker missed the field because I took him out of field goal range. That has nothing to do with them. That's all about us. And when we go back and guys really believe that, hey, it's about us. If we just execute each and every play to the highest of its potential, we're going to be a good football team.
Luis, congratulations on the win, first of all.
Appreciate it.
For you, with all that you've gone through, all the multiple leagues that you've been a part of, all the teams you've been a part of, how much does this championship mean to you to get to the finish line?
Yeah, no, it means the world to me. Like you said, I've played in all these spring leagues, and, here's the XFL. Thank you to Danny and DJ for the opportunity to come out here and just do it, man. I'm excited. I'm thankful. Thank you for all these guys, man. These really good group of guys in there, like good people, not only players but good people, and it's humbling. It's humbling, and I'm very thankful to be here.
You mentioned that most of your issues were self-inflicted when you first got to Arlington. So when did you start to see that shift where those mistakes were starting to lessen?
Yeah, I think each week we started lessening our mistakes, and it was the message in the locker room, hey, guys, it's about us. It has nothing to do with what they do. It's about us. And when you go back and those guys actually believe it and say, wait, this is actually on us. If we fix it, we could be really good. And then you saw a glimpse of it in DC, right? We put up a lot of yards. And then obviously week 10, we didn't really show anything because we knew we were going to play Houston the next week. And then Houston, we came out firing. So guys really believed, and we were confident that we would really come in here and win the game. Like, we didn't feel like we were underdogs at all because, again, it's about us. And if we execute the plays, we knew we were going to win the game.
Luis, first of all, congrats. It seems like you and Tyler Bonds, since you guys have been able to link up in Arlington, have really brought the best out of each other. And then we really saw it tonight with some incredible catches, incredible throws. Can you talk about his performance tonight and also the relationship you guys have built?
Yeah, TV's awesome, man. He's a Southern California guy, too. I've thrown with him before, too. So I live in San Diego, and he's in the LA area. So we kind of already knew of each other and thrown a few times. So it was pretty good. We came in, and we clicked right away. And he's a phenomenal football player. I mean, you guys can see the catches he makes week in and week out. Week 11, the one-handed catch. Then he had a back shoulder today in the end zone, making a guy. I mean, he's unbelievable. Hopefully he gets a shot in the NFL. But, yeah, he's just a great player.
Yeah, congratulations, Luis. And definitely one of the things that really stuck out to me was the fact that coming into the game in the press conference, you were really dialed in and focused, and that team had the better of you, where most people would kind of be a little, subconscious themselves. What was your mindset saying to yourself that, yeah, they may have gotten me, but I know I'm not out. I can still win?
Yeah, you just got to trust your preparation. I'm very well prepared, and we had 2 weeks to prepare for them. We knew they were going to come out with some different stuff, but for the most part, it was the same stuff. Greg has a really good defense, and he likes the stuff he does, and you can tell what he's comfortable doing in current situations. And, yeah, no, the biggest thing was, again, I also played them 4 times too, right? So I had a good feel for what they were doing, tendencies, I had some pretty good tendencies. But, yeah, no, overall, I mean, they do a phenomenal job on defense. But, again, it goes back to the same thing was, hey, we executed on all cylinders, all 11, making the right play at the right time, and, that's the result of it.
Luis, amazing accomplishment. Obviously, take some time and enjoy it. But what's next in the journey for Luis Perez, and where do you stand on XFL 2024?
We'll see. To be determined. I got to go back and see what's going on with my future. But, we'll see. We'll just leave it at that for now.
Luis, third down conversions were really big for you guys tonight. Can you talk about the play calling and the execution from you guys tonight?
Yeah, play calling was outstanding. Coach did a phenomenal job calling plays. He was really dialed in, locked in. We had a nice plan put together. to execute. And again, you can see it when all guys are clicking. Shoot, I mean, we're hard to stop.
Luis, we saw you at halftime give an inspirational speech to your team. Where does that leadership come from, and where did that come from for you to speak to your team like that?
Yeah, that just kind of came from the heart. You know, I've been in locker rooms where we're up at halftime and people kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit, and I wanted to make sure that, hey, this thing is not over, especially with these rules now in the XFL where you can go for that 4th and 15. This game's not over, so we got to make sure that we execute. We know what they were going to do. They're a chippy football team, so we got to make sure we keep our composure, hold the football, ball security, all the little things that, you know, seem so seamless but matter so much.
Luis, do you feel that your experience from past leagues has really helped propel you in this success?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my 6th year playing pro football, and again, there's one thing to play football, like actually play in the game, lead men, lead a locker room, than being like a practice squad guy that doesn't really get to play, you know, much. It's so hard to emulate, especially playing quarterback, the pocket movement, pocket manipulation, seeing things on defense, checking plays, like stuff like that. You can't emulate it in practice, you know. So I'm very thankful again for Danny and DJ for this opportunity. Shoot, man, without those guys, man, I'd probably be at home. So I'm really thankful.
Talking about the highs and lows of that game, obviously they hit Josh Hammond on a 78-yarder, and all of a sudden you guys have the ball at the 30-yard line. What's the explanation you got there? And when you're a quarterback and you get the ball at the plus 30, what's going through your head thinking you got to answer?
Yeah, we got to answer. Like, we can't get too caught up in, like, momentum, right? Like, as an offense, we got to stay steady. There's no, oh, my gosh, they just scored. Like, there's none of that going on. There has to be, hey, okay, let's just go score. That's what we've been doing all game. Let's go execute. Again, we do the same thing over and over. If all 11 guys do their job, we're going to go and score, and we did that.
Yeah, and you're the perfect person to speak on this. What I loved about you is your humility and your humbleness. Tell some of the guys that are watching why it's so important to stay humble and have humility to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stay true to yourself. All this MVP, championship, it's great, but, you know, I wouldn't have done it with all these guys in the locker room. I mean, the situation I came in where, you know, I think we had a losing, I don't even remember, but I think we had a losing record coming in. The locker room was really good. I mean, I was able to just come fit right in. Guys were embraced me very well. Coaches the same way. They believed in me. And that's one of the biggest things is I think when a coach really believes in you and he really trusts in you, it takes the best out of you, you know, and you never lose confidence. And as a quarterback, when you play with confidence, sky's the limit.
One more for me. You've talked in the past about how when you set out to play, you want to go and prove the people that believed in you right. You don't really talk about proving anyone wrong. I'm just wondering how you're feeling in that regard tonight. Do you feel like you proved those people right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, shit, we won an XFL championship. What else is there to do, right? But but yeah, again, you don't do it for all the people that don't believe in you, right? You do it for the people that matter, the people that care, the people that love you. And shoot, my family, all my friends. I mean, again, my family sacrificed so much for me to be here and keep pursuing my dream. So without those guys, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, I mean, you got MVP, so two-part question. You got MVP, so what did that mean to you? And then the other question is, once you got to the Renegades, the offense, there was an uptick in their production from yards and a points production standpoint. So what did that mean to you when you were seeing the offense get better the second you got into the starting lineup?
Yeah, you know, it was good to see. Coming in, obviously that's the goal when you're coming in a new team. You want to give them a spark. You want to give them some hope. And again, when you give a team confidence, because defense was rolling, you know, first couple of weeks of the season, it was really ran by the defense. And me coming in, again, coaches putting me in the position to succeed, guys around me making their plays, and we just started getting better. And then again, when a team plays with confidence, they're really hard to beat. And these last couple of weeks, we really play with a lot of confidence. And going back to your MVP question, I mean, it's a great feeling, right? I mean, you don't do it for that, but it's a good honor to have. At the end of the day, all I wanted was to be an XFL champ.
I guess I always start with complimenting Coach Barlow and what a great year they had. The DC Defenders said it coming in the game. I thought they do a really good job in every part of the game, and I think Reggie's one heck of a coach. He's always been a winner, and you know, we played a heck of a game. I'm just really proud of our team, coaching, assistant coaches, and you know, the players for sure. You know, their training staff, managers, everybody has a hand in it. We really got a fun group of people all working together. And, you know, we hit our stride here in the back half of really the last few games to have a chance to be the champions and put together a great game today. Offense didn't have a turnover until the last 2 minutes, so basically didn't have one. And thought Luis Perez was just incredible all night. Receivers caught everything. Tyler Vaughn, my gosh, some of the catches he made were incredible. And so thought we ran the ball well, threw it well. Defensively, other than the 2 big explosive plays, we played a great game. Came up with a couple picks, and but really solid game all night long, other than those 2 quick strikes they got on us. But so yeah, I thought our punters and kickers, Taylor and Marquette, did an excellent job. Taylor made all his kicks, and that was big as well. So anyhow, it was a fun night. And just proud of the team overall, and excited for the players. They're loving it, and they get a nice big bonus check too for winning.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Did you know your season had changed definitively when you traded for Luis? And if not, when did you truly believe it?
Well, we knew once we worked with him for a week that he was going to make a difference. And then once he started getting more and more comfortable with everybody and in the system, he just took off. So, I felt going into the divisional playoff game that we were going to play well. And we did. And then I had a great feeling coming into this game also, even though our record doesn't match theirs. I felt the way we were playing and the way we played them last time that we'd have a great opportunity to win.
Third downs were crucial for you guys, and you guys were excellent on them. What about those third down plays you think really made you guys successful?
I think Coach Hayes and Coach Long had some nice play designs, running the ball and throwing it. We took advantage sometimes of their blitzing and what they did. Luis checked to a few on his own, got the ball out quick. We just executed well, and play design as well as receivers, quarterbacks being on the same page, and we took what they were giving us.
You obviously you won a championship in college, and now you've won a championship in XFL. What does it mean for you to, the first year to be back in XFL for your first season, for you guys to end up being the champions? Yeah, it feels great. I mean, that's what you want, and if you're going to do something, you want to win, and you want to be the champion at it. And fortunately, we did what we needed to do here in the last few weeks to get that done. And again, just feel like we're just now taking off, and wish we had 10 more games to play the way we're playing now.
How about the play Davion Smith seemed to get hot towards the past couple weeks on fire?
He's incredible. Davion's as tough a back I've been around. I mean, he powerful, tough, takes care of the football. I mean, he's a special guy, real leader on the team too.
Yeah, Coach Stoops, congratulations on the win, championship. One pivotal point in the game that I really stood out to me was the fact that your team was doing stellar the first half, but yet Luis Perez said to the team at halftime to just stay within yourself, keep getting those points, don't look at the score. What are your thoughts about him stepping up as a leader and reminding these guys the game's not over?
Yeah, he's a great leader, and in this league, I say it a lot. The second half's more important. I mean, there's a lot that can happen in these second halves, and a lot has happened throughout the year. So, and Luis, what he says is correct. That's the right way to play. It's not paying attention to scores or where you're at, and just focus on doing your job and enjoy the fight. And it shouldn't matter how hard you play, whether you're up or down. You play the same way, or you should.
Coach, 2 questions. One, did you say anything to the guys after that 4th and 1 touchdown from Abram Smith? Did you have anything to say to them? And 2, were you surprised that the DC defenders did not use De'Aaron King today?
What'd you want me to do talk about the 4th and 1? I mean,
yeah. Did you say anything to your guys after they scored that fast?
No.
Did you say nothing? Okay.
No. I mean,
all right.
They had a nice drive and picked it up, and so be it. Let's keep playing, And then you asked me about
De'Aaron King.
De'Aaron King. Yeah, they used him all year, and I guess just didn't. You'd have to ask them that. I don't question.
Did you guys game plan for him at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, a lot of it's the same. I mean, Jordan Tiama runs all the zone read and runs too. So, so we would work it a little more, have some calls we would go to more if he was in.
Hey, Coach, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And was tonight's performance on offense what you envisioned all season long in terms of sustaining drives through the air, a solid run game, finishing short yardage plays? Those were things y'all struggled with all season long. Was this what you envisioned?
Yes.
All season?
The last couple weeks, or the last couple games are what you envisioned and what you want. And, it's hopefully going forward, this will be how we look.
Coach, you were part of the XFL class of 2020. A lot of guys came back from 2020. A lot of players on your roster who played for the Battlehawks then, a lot of your staff, some executives. Did you ever think you'd be sitting here as a champion 3 years later after the league folded? And also, where do you stand on XFL 2024?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen, whether it was going to come back or not. But once they asked me, and it was, I was all in. And I think it shows our ownership is incredible, and it's only going to keep getting. And our upper management, and they do a great job. And I see this as very viable and is going to continue to go and move forward. Even to me, it'll just get better and better. And the good thing about it is, all these players that have been picked up going to NFL camps. We're done playing now, and all our guys can go, whoever that gets picked up. And that's a positive thing. They like that, So I think the timing of what we're doing has been great. The fan support's been great, and it's only going to improve. And so, yeah, if all things, remain positive in my end with my family and everything that I'm doing, I intend to be back. But you never know what the good Lord's going to bring you. So you take it, but, I'm anticipating that.
We'll take one more. Coach, now that you've gone through the championship game, how much time do you take in kind of celebrating the moment and relaxing after a long season before you get back into it? And what's the plan when you get back into action for the offseason?
Well, we don't know that the plan is yet. I'm flying to Ohio for a fundraiser tomorrow morning. So anyway, we'll see. They have the schedules and what our timing's going to be. We'll hear from our management, I'm sure, at some point here in the next week or two on scheduling. It will be the first part. So right now, everybody's free to go. As soon as we get back tomorrow.
Coach, really quickly, what were your thoughts on Letty Brown tonight, getting those first 2 touchdowns in such a big game?
Letty, yeah, he's a powerful, strong guy. Man, I love our backs. Those guys are good. And they take care of the ball. They catch well. That was fun to see. Letty's a strong, excellent player. So we love that guy. He's got a bright future.